So welcome. This is the third Restorative Justice CAP conference that's been held. My name is Colette Squires. I'm from Abbotsford Restorative Justice. It's been my privilege to serve on the steering committee with a number of other wonderfully gifted people who've given their time and energy, and I'm so grateful to them in working together to make this possible for you and for all of us. So the conference will open now with a few words from two very special guests. I'm going to have Sharon Blaker introduce our first speaker. Sharon is a member of our steering committee, and she coordinated the first CAP conferences in 2000 and 2002 in her home community of Chilliwack. She's now working as an assistant restorative justice trainer with Jim Cooley and the RCMP, and she will be introducing our first speaker. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Colette. And it is my pleasure to introduce Andrea Rolls, who many of you probably know. She is a policy and program analyst in the Victim Services and Crime Prevention Division of the Ministry of Public Safety and Solicitor General. And she is particularly happy when community and government collaborate. So without further ado, Andrea Rolls.
I'm so excited to be here representing my minister, the Honourable John Less, the Solicitor General and Minister for Public Safety. The stars are aligning because looking around at government, my provincial government areas, we see a lot of adoption of restorative approaches. We're not necessarily calling it restorative justice, but restorative approaches. The 154 victim service programs around the province are working directly with victims, and many of you may be involved with them or may in fact be victim service workers. The Ministry for Children and Family Development in the last 10 or 12 years has moved into using mediation and group problem solving on child protection issues, on working with teens and in conflict with their parents and caregivers. We've got our network of youth justice workers who are taking the court-referred and Crown-referred conference opportunities for young offenders. As well with the Ministry of Attorney General that's responsible for our courts and our prosecution services, we're seeing a real commitment to alternative dispute resolutions in civil, family, small claims courts where there's an expectation that people will be given an opportunity and will have a chance to address some of their own problems themselves with some help and support. Some of you may have heard about the pilot program that'll be coming in Vancouver in the next few months for a community court. And although we don't have details about the restorative justice component, and there have been conversations with some of the Vancouver folks here, and they will be looking at new approaches for offenders and victims who are coming into the community court and looking for innovations. So I think we'll have something to say as well from the restorative justice community. And of course, everyone is aware of how schools have really accepted restorative justice in a huge way, and I know many of you are working closely with school programs. And I think all of this climate, I don't want to talk about climate change, but we have changed the climate, and there is a climate and an expectation in the province that communities and individuals are going to be involved. It's an intuitive way of problem solving, and I think the folks here in this room have had a lot to do with creating that atmosphere of restorative justice and restorative approaches within and government and outside government. Anyway, I'd just like to close to say I'm so excited and really happy to hear that you've all come and you've brought so much with you, and I'm finding our collective energy is really making me feel optimistic about our future. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea.